Hey everybody, it's me, Timmy Flyersguy, and I want to come on here and answer some questions. And that one question is, why have I been so calm even when the Flyers lose games? Let me explain why I've changed my ways. Many years ago, well, actually a lot of years ago, I was always angry when my team lost. I often would curse at the TV. I would come on here and do rants after a loss. Many years have passed, and I'm getting older now. I'm almost getting to 37. I'm getting old right now. And I realize that life is too short. I realize, why should I be angry? Why should I be frustrated? Why? Because I want to change my ways. You see, I met somebody on Twitter, and she's a very beautiful lady, very sweet, and very positive, very sweet. And I have to say, I love her so much because she showed me the way, and I realized that I shouldn't be angry. And once I met her, I felt some positivity from her. She truly inspires me. And the reason I don't get angry anymore or upset about the Flyers losing a game is because there's a lot of people that care about me. And I know she cares about me too. But most importantly, my family cares about me. And my friends care about me. And yes, most importantly, she as well. Her name is Mira Monroe, and she's an amazing woman. She truly inspires me and truly makes me see the world a lot differently. And it makes me see the beauty in this world as well. I looked at some of my old posts, and I realized that maybe I was a little too angry at the time about the Flyers losing games. But I realized it's time for me to change my ways. It's time for me to not get upset anymore. It's time for a change, and it's time for a new Timmy Flyersguy. A more positive Timmy Flyersguy. A more determined Timmy Flyersguy. And yes, I will still have the same fiery passion in my heart that I've always had. But from now on, it's time for me to change my ways. It's time for me to be a more positive Timmy Flyersguy. It's time for me to grow up. It's time for me to stop being petty over a Flyers loss. It's time for me to stop worrying about stuff I have no control over. From now on, you're going to see a new side of me. And yes, I still love my hockey teams, especially the Flyers, the Royals, and the Phantoms. I will also continue to not get angry when they lose as well. I realize that this season is a rebuild for the Flyers, the Phantoms, and the Red Royals. And I realize there are going to be years where there's going to be years where it's going to be an uphill battle. It's going to be an uphill battle. It's time for me to realize that my anger affected my life. It made me stressed. It made me have stress. And from now on, I've decided to be more positive because I don't need stress in my life anymore. I am 37 years old. I'm not a kid no more. I'm an adult. And it's time for me to start acting like an adult. Get ready, folks. The era of a new Timmy Flyersguy has begun. And I urge everyone in Philadelphia not to get angry, not to get stressed out, because life is too short. I realize a lot of you love your sports, and a lot of you get stressed out when they lose. But it's time to realize life is too short to be angry. Life is too short to be frustrated over a sport. There are many things happening in this world that are bigger than hockey. The passing of Adam Johnson was bigger than hockey because he wasn't just a hockey player. He was a human being with family and people that cared about him. Also, let's not forget the war that's been going on between two countries. And let's not forget there are people in this city who are starving, don't have food, and don't have a place to live. We need to start thinking about that. So join me if you want to be a part of the new era of Timmy Flyersguy. Then I suggest that you join me. Join me in the new era of Timmy Flyersguy.